fight I'm going to be breaking down until the next card, which is next week. But I'm also going to be doing the watch along. So if maybe you want to watch the fights with me, I'm going to be watching along from the prelims up until the main card. So Loopy Godinez versus Julia Polastri. This fight is a little bit tricky, mainly because I feel like Polastri is a little bit decent, but as far as striking defense, I would honestly give the advantage to what do you call her, Loopy Godinez. In all honesty, I think she is able to avoid getting hit a little bit more significantly than Julia Polastri. At the same time, I genuinely feel like what do you call him, or rather, what do you call her? Um, I wonder who was online. I mean, they waited for my stream to start and then they left. Anyway, so as far as offensively, I think Julia Polastri is going to be throwing a little bit more than Loopy Godinez. However, when we talk about power, which is the equalizer, I think the advantage is going to be on Loopy Godinez's side. So, in all honesty, I feel like this fight is going to be very close on the feet, but I'm going to lean towards Loopy Godinez because she has a little bit of power. I wouldn't exaggerate it, especially considering the fact that she has a 25% finishing rate, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, Polastri is not that much better because, okay, she's significantly better. I think her finishing rate is around 56% or something like that. Still not great, but at the very least, it's twice as much as Loopy Godinez. I think I'm correct about this, but you can always double check this particular fact. But yeah, Loopy Godinez does not necessarily finish fights, but she has a little bit of power somewhere hidden in there. I think she's the better and more efficient striker of the two. Um, but obviously, the advantage as far as volume, I would give it to Julia Polastri. But defensively, I would give the advantage to Loopy Godinez. So on the feed, I mean, it might be back and forth, but I'm going to give the advantage to Loopy Godinez. She's probably going to be able to avoid getting hit a lot while landing a couple of significant shots. Objectively, yeah, basically objectively, I think that's going to look good to the judges. As far as wrestling, man, I think Loopy Godinez shoots a lot more takedowns. Even though you know what, I think her takedown attempts are really, really good. So, and in all honesty, and I know, what do you call her? Polastri also has some wrestling, but in all honesty, if the fight goes to the ground, I would favor Loopy Godinez. And especially because when you compare Loopy Godinez's takedown defense versus Julia Polastri, I mean, Loopy Godinez has significantly better takedown defense, which means she's not going to be easy to take down, but Julia Polastri is going to be a little bit easier to take down. So I would even think Julia, what do you call her? Loopy Godinez should actually even just try to take the fight to the ground and win it that way, which is the safest way to victory. But I wouldn't even be surprised if she decides to stand and strike with her. But yeah, my subscribers and I are officially going with Loopy Godinez. I'm trying to figure out if I actually highlighted who my subscribers and I picked on the last card that I was breaking down. Yeah, I think I did. Okay, so yeah, I'm going with Loopy Godinez. My subscribers are also going with Loopy Godinez. If you don't mind joining me for the live watch alongs, come through Saturday. Whenever the fights start, just click on YouTube and click on my channel. You'll probably find me live. And even if I'm not live, I'm going to set a stream. You can just click remind me so that whenever I go live, like you get a notification that I'm streaming the fights. I'm going to be reacting. I'm not going to be streaming the fights like on YouTube. So yeah, if you want to join me then. I love and appreciate all of you. Until tomorrow, depending where you are in the world. I'll see you then. I love and appreciate all of you. Deuces.